Hello students, welcome to a Java tutorial. In our tutorial, we are going to briefly see about what is Java, and in the whole session, we are going to do programs in Java. Core Java tutorial split up into many parts. Each part have three separate subsections. They are basic, medium and advanced section. In the basic section, we are going to discuss about basics of each and every Java concepts. And in the medium section, we are going to do simple Java programs to understand the concepts easily. And in the advanced section, we are going to do hardest programs and it will be better for the students to understand and do it on their own. Okay, in the part 1 basic section, we are going to see a short introduction about Java. Java is a high-level programming language which was developed by Sun Microsoft Systems in 1995. If we want to learn a language, learning the history is a mandatory one. Has an ability to run in variety of platforms. Java can run even in Windows, Mac OS and other Ubuntu-based operating systems. Java is must for students and working professionals to become a great software engineer, specifically when they are working in software environment. Java is not only a programming language, it also consists of a platform. Java platform consists of JDK and JRE. JDK stands for Java Development Kit and JRE stands for Java Runtime Environment. If we want to do programs or Java codes in a local environment, then we have to install JDK and JRE files in our system. Okay. We need to know what is the importance of Java before learning a programming language. It has lot of advantages when we compare it with many other languages. The advantages of Java are only because of the reason Java based on OOPS concepts. Okay, in the other classes, we'll briefly see about what are OOPS concepts. Okay, let us see what is object oriented. As we see in this picture, here we have four different forms of balloon. In the first picture, we have a completely deflated balloon, and as the time passes, the balloon is going through lot of changes, and at the end we have a complete inflated balloon. As the balloon changed into another form, we can also consider this balloon as an object. So here from this example, we can understand that if any concept based on object, then it has the ability to extend itself. For example, today if we do a program for a ball, then tomorrow we can easily extend the program to make that ball a movable one. And in the next day, we can make any other difficult games by extending that ball program. Unlike many other languages, Java has many advantages too. For example, unlike many other languages including C and C++, Java is not compiled in a platform-specific machine. Java programs will be converted into a bytecode. This bytecode is distributed over the web and interpreted by the virtual machine on which platform it is being run on. For example, let us look at this picture. Here we have four kinds of transformation. First step is source code. Source code is the one which is being created by the programmer. Then this code will reach the Java compiler. The Java compiler transforms this code into a bytecode. This bytecode reaches a system where the Java virtual machine actually runs the program. So here, if we have a source code, we can easily compile the Java source code into a bytecode. Then we can easily run that bytecode in any kind of machine. For example, if we do a source code in a Windows based system, then we can easily get the bytecode from it, and we can also run that code in any other operating system such as Mac OS, Linux and other Ubuntu based operating systems. And the other advantage of Java is its robustness. Java has the ability to check for errors both at the runtime and in the compile time. So if we do a application using Java program, then it is 100% an error-free program. And the other big advantages of Java are its simpleness, secureness, and architecture neutral platform based coding. Okay, we'll see one by one. Java is a very simple language because it was designed to be easy to learn. If you understand the basic concept, it would be easy to master. Java is a very secure programming language because the identification technique which is used in Java programming is public key encryption. For example, if you send a Java code through any internet based system to another party, then the third party cannot see the code without any authentication because it is hashed with a public key. And the other big advantage is Java is executable on many processors with the presence of Java runtime environment because it is architectural neutral. Java compiler generates architectural neutral object file, so this file can be executed in any kind of processes. Okay, till now we have seen about the basics and the history of Java. This is the point we going to get into the real syntax and concepts of Java. Okay, let us look at this example because from this example we are going to develop our knowledge about the Java syntax. Okay, let us see the first main point of Java, which is class. Each and every program in Java should consist of a class. And then the main thing is Java is a case sensitive language. Case sensitive means, for example, an identifier hello with a capital letter H and an identifier with a small letter h hello would have different meaning in Java. And every line of code that runs in Java must be inside a class, as we see in the basic simple example. For all names, the first letter should be in the uppercase. For example, if my class name is my first Java class, then each and every letter should be started with a capital letter. For example, in my class name, my first Java class, my in my M, in first F, in Java J, in class K, all are in capital letter. And then the other important thing is name of the program file should exactly match the class name. And then for example, if my class name is Java class and I'm gonna save my class or my program, then I should save my program as Java class dot Java is an extension. If we save a Java code file, then we should save it with dot Java extension. For example, here we can take that assume my first Java program is the class name. Then the file should be saved as my first Java program dot Java. Okay, and then we'll see about methods. Java program processing starts from the main method, which is a mandatory part of each and every Java program. For example, if I have 10 to 12 methods inside a single class, then my compiler search for the main program and then the execution starts from the main program. All names should start with a lowercase letter. If several words are used to form the name of the method, then the inner words first letter should be in uppercase. For example, if my class name is my method name, I have three separate word here, which is my method name. So my first letter of method should start with small letter. So M in my should be in lowercase, but in method and name, the first letter should be in caps. This is the basic syntax to name a class and a method. And then let's see about what is a class, and its connection with object. For example, let us imagine this car picture. If each and every brand or representing each and every object in Java, then all cars are represented by class. For example, if all cars in the world are coming under a class, then each brand of a car represents each object. If Audi is object 1, then Nissan is object 2, Volvo is object 3. So I can access my class using any one of these objects, which means class is not at all accessible without the presence of object, which is like a soul. Object is like a soul of class. Okay, till now we have discussed about three main phenomena of Java, which are class, methods, and then objects. And then we are going to discuss about popular Java editors. The Java popular editors are Notepad, NetBeans, and Eclipse. These are basically IDEs. IDE means Internet Development Environment, where we can code our program and we can easily run that program in that IDE itself. We don't want any other external softwares or hardwares to run that program. That is the advantages of using an IDE. Otherwise, we can use online compilers to code a Java program instantly. Otherwise, we have a lost option where we can run a Java program in a local environment without the presence of internet. For that local environment setup, we have to download and install Java JDK and Java JRE. Okay, students, from the next class, we're going to develop a simple Java program, and in the further classes we're gonna be a super master of Java. In the next class itself, we are going to do simple Java programs in online compilers, because this whole Java tutorial is focused on middle class students, so it will be easy for them to do Java codes in popular Java editors or in Java online compilers. So we are going to do programs in Java online compilers. Okay, students, see you in the next